Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ & Sons and our Madden 22 franchise as we are closing in on the end of season number 1 and we have got a big game today against the Panthers. Now taking a look, we do have a player from our game last week as the NFC Defensive Player of the Week, A.J. Terrell Jr., coming up with the interception, multiple tackles, as well as just an overall great game in the win against Tampa Bay. And we've got another division opponent right now, and that's going to be the Carolina Panthers. But beforehand, we're looking at possible breakout scenario here with Russell Gage. Let's see, get on the ball. It's exactly the mentality we want to have if we're all ready to shine each week. It only helps us be more effective as a team. Throw 3+ touchdowns against the Panthers for a passing game boost. All right, so we know what our target is. And breakout player right here, Tuyati Mariner, coming up wanting to be a premier guy. So let's see, just got to hold him to 100 yards or an interception, forced fumble, tackle for a loss, or a sack. But only one of them, so it's not going to be like superstar, obviously. I guess this will probably just move up to star. So we're going to jump into this on our first drive here at about the 46-yard line, handing it off to Cordero Patterson going up the middle. That's only going to yield about 2 yards on that play. Now, this is a rainy Sunday, so we're not going to be able to, I don't think, heave it around the yard like we normally would, which kind of sucks when you have to get the touchdowns through the air to get the upgrade. But we'll see what we can make of it. And this is something that I think we're going to move to doing a lot. You saw just got it to Patterson coming out of the backfield on that little, I guess, crossing pattern. And that's something I think in the passing game we have to use is dump it off to the backs. Let's stop going for the big time play. But hold your phone, Mike Davis right there with a big run right off the left guard. That's the type of big play I'm talking about, but it's a lot easier to do that on the ground than it is through the air. And I think that's kind of led to some of our turnovers and foolish mistakes and the reason why we have 7 losses on the season. So look forward to seeing us kind of use our backs, I think, a little bit more effectively and hopefully also get it out to Kyle Pitts. Start getting it to some guys in the flat. See if we can't make something happen just to kind of get going down the field and avoid third downs. Now right here we find ourselves with a 2nd and 10 at the 26. Handed off to Patterson to the right. Had a big hole open, and that's a good thing to see from our offensive line. We have not seen them do blocking like that very much this season. Not a whole lot of big holes opened up for us to run through, but that time it was. And we're able to pick up 9 yards. So that will bring up 3rd and 1 here as we're going to go under center with just 3 wide receivers. Ridley and stuff on the left packed in tight. A little bit of play action. Dump it off to Ridley, speaking. Cuts it inside and gets brought down to the 2. That's a gain of 15 yards on that one to Calvin Ridley. Starting out left, going right on that play action and was able to find him in some open space. So now 1st and goal here from the 2. Ryan going to be alone in the shotgun formation. Carolina brings the pressure. He dumps it off. He's got Gage. Touchdown Falcons. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. They brought the blitz, and we were able to punish him on that one, getting it on the simple little crossing pattern to Gage as he will score that touchdown for us, and we'll take an early lead in this one. And so now here we are in the 2nd quarter, 14 minutes to go. We are still leading. The game is 7-3 Falcons over the Panthers here as we do run the ball to the left side, and we've been having some success on the ground this afternoon. Through the air, we've only had about 37 or so passing yards, 54 rushing yards today so far. Not too bad for 1 quarter with the rushing. Definitely need to see a pickup in the passing game, but the weather is going to hinder that. And so here we are dropping it out on the right side, and just that's one thing, this type of play style, dumping it off to the backs, you have to be careful who's in the flat. So they have to make a man miss. If they don't make a miss, what we see is going to happen pretty much more often and have about a loss of a yard or so. Now in 3rd and 3, we get it to the back again, but overthrow him, and that's going to be picked off, and they're going to take it back to the house. Just overthrew Patterson on that out route, and that is going to be a pick 6 for the Panthers and they will lead 10-7. Now, just a couple minutes later, after a quick little 3-and-out there, Panthers will have possession of the ball once again at the 45-yard line as they are trying to make something happen. Darnold rolls out to his right and heaves it up. And we go up for it, and we come down out of bounds, though, and that's going to be just an incomplete pass, so I guess that's better than nothing. But I really would have preferred that interception. So now with a 3rd and 10 at the 45-yard line, Sam Darnold is going to be in the shotgun formation all by himself. As we do bring some pressure off the edge, and Darnold gets the pass away. Terrell Jr. is right there, but he's going to come down with it anyways. His receiver, who was that Moore, he was going for. Terrell Jr. was right there, but just could not stop that pass. And we can't let that become the story of this game, just missed opportunities like that, so hopefully we can turn this thing around. Now at the 1st and 10 from the 31, Darnold drops back, and we're going to jump that route. Sheffield got in front of him. He's down the sideline at the 40. No one's going to catch him. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Falcons. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby, oh, baby. Pick 6 for pick 6. We trade him off, and we have got the lead once again here in the 2nd quarter, pushing this thing up the field. I'm not like that with our defense. Getting it, once you had it, we have to go down the field. But what a great jump on that route to read where that pass was going to go and step in front of the receiver and get there before him. Now, after holding off Carolina from their attempt to take the lead again, we do stop them and force them to punt. So now we actually will join this game at about the 4-minute mark as we have a 2nd and 6 here from the 37-yard line of Carolina as we are driving. Ryan in the shotgun, scans over the field, fires it to the left side. He's got Gage, who's going to be brought down at about the 25-yard line. Didn't really see where he was throwing that one at, but Gage is able to come up with it for a 1st down on that one to the 27. So continuing going, the score is 14-10. We are beating the Panthers, and this is a big division game for us, and we really need to maintain and put it on them here and kind of have a dominating win just for our team's sake. So a little run right there with Mike Davis gets us a couple yards, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 8. Ryan is going to be in the shotgun once again. 3 receivers, 2 to the right and Ridley to the left. As the snap scans over, fires it to Ridley, wide open over the middle. Calvin Ridley down at the 8-yard line. Got busted free and made space on that slant route and was able to come down with the catch. Big time play as we approach this 2-minute warning here. And it looks like it is going to get there. We were not able to get the play off. So we are about, 8 yards away from the goal line, trying to make this a 2-score ball game right here at the end of the first half. Now Ryan is going to be in the shotgun formation. 3 receivers to his left side. Pitts in the slot to his right. Hands it off to Patterson, who runs into his own lineman. And he's going to be kind of stopped right there. A loss of 2 yards on that play. Just could not get anything going. The offensive line got 0 push and could not open a hole for the man. So now 2nd and goal from the 10. Shotgun formation again. Ryan has the snap. He's going to drop it off to Mike Davis on the left side for the screen, who outruns his coverage, and he's going to be brought down. This time this one goes for no gain instead of a loss. So that does give us 3rd and goal here from the 10, which we are getting set up for. Ryan with 3 receivers out there, and he's got Pitts in the tight end spot. Ryan scanning over the field, running to his left, and he'll just have to throw that one away. The pressure started coming. Did not see anybody really open. And so we do just get that one out, and that leads us here to a field goal. As we, almost push it past that right post, but it does go through good, and that's going to give us a 17-10 lead here at the end of that first half. So now we're going to jump ahead to about 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter as the game is now tied 17 apiece, but we're trying to go down and take the lead back from them, as we are now at the 36-yard line with the 2nd and 6 after that 4-yard toss by Matt Ryan. And so we are moving. 2nd and 6 from the 36. Ryan in the shotgun formation, 3 receivers. He's got Patterson back there offset to his left side. Hands it to Patterson, going right, makes a cut, and is going to be able to pick up only about 3 yards on that. But it does bring up a 3rd and manageable of a 3rd and 3 from the 33. Lots of threes right there in that one. But here we go. 4 wide. Shotgun formation. Patterson in the backfield. Panthers bring the blitz. We toss it up to Patterson. He's going to come down with it. Wide open down the left. 5. Touchdown Falcons. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. They brought the blitz, and we just dumped it off to the first guy we felt we could get it to. And there was no one there to stop him at all. That was just a beautiful play by this offense. Way to counter that blitz by the defense. So that would give us a 1-score lead, and now we have made it up to 2 scores here in the fourth quarter, leading 27-17, but the Panthers are trying to cut in on this one again. Now our defense, we've only allowed the 17 points, right? Or really, I guess it's 10 points because of the pick 6. But we cannot fold late in these games. This is a type of game that can really separate us out and give us a good boost as McCaffrey takes it down the left side all the way to the 2. And we need it. Our defense has been struggling some. Even though we've been winning, they have been shootouts. And if we can avoid a shootout in at least one game, that should give us some momentum going forward. So 3rd and goal, Darnold drops back. That's going to be intercepted again. Fabian Moreau down the right side of the field, coming across the middle, the 50. No one's going to catch him. That's going to be a 100-yard return, 10-5. Touchdown, Moreau. Touchdown, Falcons. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Moreau saw that route once again. Play recognition right there, and he's able to jump it at the goal line, and that would seal the deal for us. The final real score by us, since it makes us 34-17, we would add on a safety, so the final score is 36-17, and we will walk away from Carolina. Not limp away. We will walk with their heads held high and a dominating win. 19 points over a good football team. But we take that one home and versus a division opponent. You can't really ask for much better than that. Darnold's mad. As well he should be. And that will bring us here to our next game. We're traveling across the country and we're going to San Francisco. Now, San Francisco is ranked as the number 1 team in the NFC right now. Hopefully we can try to put a dent in that. So taking a look at one of the players to re-sign, Fabian Moreau. This is a man that with the 100-yard return in our last game, I think he's earned it. He's played well these last few weeks. It's been consistent. So we do get him re-signed. And just taking a look at some of these other guys, it's one of those things. You don't want to let someone go and then regret it. So it's kind of always looking at them, trying to see and make sure which ones we really do want to continue to grow and be a part of our organization. Now, Mr. Mariner, he did get his tackle that he was needing. I say 1 tackle, that's all I'd ask for. And so he does have star development, and it's really for that reason we are going to actually re-sign him. If he didn't get that star development, I probably wouldn't re-sign him. If he's got a upgrade opportunity in this season, there's probably a decent chance we can get him one in the next year too. And now you're looking at having a superstar. And depending on what we get in the draft, we're talking about pairing up a veteran superstar development with a rookie, who knows what type of development because it'll be hidden, hopefully. That's something I can't really pass up, so I do re-sign him. And now we're going to jump into the game. We are here in San Francisco, and this is going to be the first drive of the game for our offense. We did open this one up, taking the kickoff as we got it back to about the 47-yard line of the 49ers before they stopped us. And so here we are at the 2nd and 7, and the 49ers bringing the blitz. We got Ridley. He's going to break away. Oh, wow. Calvin Ridley on a basic slant route takes it 31 yards, breaking tackles along the way. Matt Ryan waits that last second, gets it dropped off, and Ridley, what a play. A run after the catch. That is where he has, I'd say some of his best value right there. It's not just with the catch, but it's his ability to, and the run after the catch to break tackles and turn, a 9-yard slant into a 31-yard gain like he did. And so to repay him right there, we're going to continue with this drive as we do hand it off to Mike Davis to the left side. He's unable to get anything going. Just gets about a yard. But it is early on. First drive. We're only 2 minutes into this game. And Ryan is going to be in the shotgun formation. We got plenty of time to figure this defense out. Ryan rolling to his right and fires it. That's going to be a touchdown, Atlanta. Oh, my goodness. Matt Ryan dropped it off to Calvin Ridley. He was coming on the slant, got all the way across the field before he found him in space. And Ryan on the run dropped it in the basket. Ryan is making a real big bid to stay around and continue with us. And, before I was dead set on trading him, I don't know. I might keep him, see what we can do next year with some proper, draft picks that we want, or that we wanted for our team. So let's kind of see. We'll see how this season plays out, and we'll probably make that decision once we actually get into the off season. So now 2nd and 10, Ryan hands it to Mike Davis, who's going to get stopped for a big-time loss right there. And that's going to take us to the 33-yard line and bring up a 3rd and 11. Now, we do have 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and the game is actually tied 7-7. Our defense could not hold them out of the end zone. And so here we are trying to take the lead as Ryan goes deep down the left. That's going to be caught. Calvin Ridley again. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Ryan got the ball off there. We saw Ridley heading down the left side all by himself. That type of speed is just, it's hard to stick with him, much less even beat him down the field. And Ryan, almost impossible to overthrow, gets the ball out and just drops it into him. Great score by this offense. And that's what we're going to have to need, apparently, because our defense is not making many stops right now, as the score is 14-14. Need to figure something out there as we drop it off to Patterson, who is going to cut back inside and actually pick up about 10 yards. Oh, but they're not going to give us a first down. That's going to be 2nd and inches. Not a fan of when the refs pull that chitsky on us. So 2nd and inches, naturally, we're going to go shotgun formation. Ryan, 3 receivers to his left. That's a little bit of play action to Davis. And Pitts is going to drop out at the last second. Gets it to him. Around him, man. Lower at his shoulder. Kyle Pitts brought down violently at the 11-yard line. But he was the one being violent. I'll tell you that much. And that's going to give us a 1st and 10 now. And Ryan is going under center. 3 tight end set. Mike Davis to the left. Lower at his shoulder. And boom. Gets brought down at the 4. Now, Mike Davis picked up 7 yards on that run, and that was a pretty big-time play. I'm glad to see our offense being able to operate as we are right now, especially having to face this 49ers offense, which seems to be giving us just a little bit of trouble at this point. So now, let's see, here we go. We are going Wildcat formation. Mike Davis up the left, bounces off a man and gets brought down at the 3. That's a weird-looking Wildcat, not your traditional one. But still, got us 3 yards. That's the first time we've run that play all season. Decided to give it a shot. And so now we're going to actually give it a shot again on the 1st and goal. Davis hands it to Patterson, who just couldn't get around his man. And now we're back at the 4-yard line. So that play is broken even for us. And I think that's what's most important to remember here. It broke even. So odds are we probably shouldn't run it at least a whole lot in this type of situation, So 2nd and goal, not going Wildcat. Ryan hands it off to Davis to the right side, and once again they just blocked that up. There's no holes open, and Davis gets brought down at the 7 now. And that brings up 3rd and goal here. Now time is kind of moving. We are in the second quarter with 6 minutes to go, tied at 14. And Ryan is going to be in the shotgun with 4 wide. He's got Patterson in the backfield. San Francisco rushes 4. And that's going to be knocked away as we throw it for Patterson over the middle. And it gets knocked down, forcing us to attempt a field goal here. That's only about a 24-yarder, nothing major. As we do boot that one through. And that will actually give us the lead, 17-14. And this is seeming like just a back-and-forth type of game right here. So let's jump ahead to the 3rd quarter where the score still remains the same. 17-14. 11 minutes to go. The 49ers are on a heck of a drive as we are trying to stop them. That run we stopped after a gain of 3, which is a pretty positive sign as they've been able to kind of move it down the field on us on this drive. And that brings up a 2nd and 7. Jimmy G in the shotgun formation, getting guys set. Gets the snap, scans, fires it to the left. Is that Deebo Samuel? Is that who that is? I believe so. That is just Samuel. That's what we'll call him. And he gets a big-time reception for us. Or not for us, but for the 49ers. And that's going to push them down into the red zone now at about the 16-yard line. So we need to get a big stop right here and avoid them getting the lead. Get a good jump on that. We're going to bring him down. Grady Jarrett. What a jump he got out of his position. Came flying through. Almost untouched. And actually, looks like he came more close to tripping himself than the offensive line was to blocking him. As he does actually make the play in the backfield. Grady Jarrett tackle for a 3-yard loss. Now here's Jimmy G under center here on a 2nd and 13. As he's going to hand it off to the right side. And he's going to be brought down quickly. Mostert didn't have anywhere to go. He's not having the most horrible day. He does have 74 yards right now. So he's been doing decent. Just could not find anything on that play. So 3rd and 12. Jimmy G in the shotgun formation. 3 receivers. He's got a man, they're tight end in the slot put position and fires it to the right. That's almost intercepted. So we do force a field goal. But downside is the game is tied once again, 17 apiece. Handing it off to Patterson to the left side. He's going to be brought down relatively quickly at the 49er 36-yard line. That was only a gain of 1, so that does bring up a 3rd and 9 here. With about 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter and a tied ball game at 17, we're trying to make a move. Ryan rolling out to his right, fires it up. That's going to be brought down. Did he come down at the catch? He did. Tajay Sharp. Down to the 12-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. He had to go up to get that one in traffic, and he actually holds on to it. Ryan giving it to him, 50-50 ball, trusting his man, and he comes through as we're now at the 12-yard line with the 1st and 10. Ryan in the shotgun formation once again. Gets the snap, scans over the field. They only bring 4. Ryan drops it off to the left side. And that's going to end up being dropped after you see all the little shakiness happen. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. And we really need to come through on this play right here. We need to get a score and actually start getting some separation for us. So 2nd and 10, Mike Davis up the middle. And he's going to be brought down after only a gain of a couple yards there. And not, when you really want to see more yards, but 3rd and 8, I guess it's not a turnover. I've done that plenty of times this season. So glass half full, take what you can get. 3rd and 8 from the 10. Ryan takes a snap, drops back, fires it over. He's got Gage Jr., who's going to be brought down at the 2, getting just enough for that 1st down. What a catch by Gage in traffic. Taking the hit almost immediately, but still holding on to it at the 2-yard line. Now here comes the Falcons once again, goal line formation. Handed off to Davis, stopped by the line, leaping forward, touchdown Falcons! Oh my goodness! Oh baby, oh baby! Mike Davis ran into his line, did not get the push that we really probably needed, but hey, in the end, he made it work for him. Found some space and then leapt to ensure that ball got over the goal line and into the end zone. And so now that's going to put us with a chance to take a 1-score lead here, 24-17, as we catch up with this one in the 4th quarter. And the 49ers trying to come back, still trailing 24-14. They drop it off to Mostert. He's going to fumble, and we're going to pick it up. Sheffield with it at the 45, at 46, as he's brought down by the 49ers. Sheffield picked up that fumble and was starting to just head down the field like no one's business, trying to get into the end zone for another defensive touchdown, and it just did not work out. And so here we go now. We did get a touchdown out of this one. It did make it 31-17. And so with 2 scores, the 49ers trying to cut into that. And we need to make sure to get a stop on them. We've gotten the turnovers, right? We've got that. So now we need to get really the finishing, the nail in the coffin. Get ourselves to 500. That will be a major accomplishment with where we've been at some parts of this season. And how can we not get there with guys like Davison just planting Mostert to the turf like that? Yeah, you celebrate, good sir. That was violent, semi unnecessarily, if I must say so myself, as he just blasted Mostert into the ground. And the second half, that's the way our defense has been. Just blinding, powerful, fast, violent. And we've really held San Francisco off here in the second half. Still trying to make something happen inside the red zone, though, and Garoppolo sends his tight end in motion. And it's 3rd and 4 as we hand it off, and he's going to be blasted down again. Deion Jones. Oh, wow. Deion Jones putting the hammer down, put the hurt on that young man. And that's really just how this game would end up finishing out, ladies and gentlemen. The 49ers could not do anything else with it. We will add another field goal. They'll get a garbage time touchdown and stuff. And it's really nothing major. The score does finish 31-27, however, or 34-27. However, it's not nearly as close as that score sounds. So we will come out with another victory. That's 2 wins in a row. Well, 3 wins in a row. Maybe 4. Trying to think back. At least 3 wins in a row. So we have an official winning streak going. We are 7-7, and we only have 3 games left. And to be honest with you, if we can make something happen with those 3 games, we may be talking potential playoff appearance. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, I do want to remind y'all to hit that subscribe button if you have not already, and hit that thumbs up button if you did enjoy today's video. It really does help us out here at the channel, and we do greatly appreciate everything that y'all do for us here at Champ and Sons. So now we're going to finish up with some of these player updates, get that stuff out of the way, and get ready for the final 3 weeks where we will be playing the Lions, the Bills, and the Saints to finish off our regular season and see if we can't make a miracle push for the playoffs. And we will actually probably do a triple header in the next episode. And if we don't make the playoffs, we'll do the off season following that. And if we do, hey, we might have another playoff episode. You never know. I don't know how these last 3 are going to work out, so we will have to wait and see. Thank you for joining us, everybody. And as always, stay safe. And, well, you know how it goes. Later, y'all.